click that, and then I'm here, so I can go hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Madcat, and today is Friday, yay! And it's going back into the wonderful game of Dishonored, where I will try my best to stealth? Question mark. Yeah, I'll try and do my best to stealth, knock people out, that kind of jazz, but the way I do these things, it tends to go wrong rather quickly, so I'll end up just stabbing people. But yes, it'll be delving back into the game and actually getting beyond where I got up to when I played this years ago. As I said, I think if I remember rightly, there's like a weird dream sequencey thing coming up, and then after that I pretty much don't know anything. So yes, we'll be delving into the world afresh, anew. Everything will be fancy, sparkly, interesting, so I'm going to be looking forward to that. Hello Seba, welcome to the stream, thanks for popping by. So yes, it's interesting, I'm enjoying the game, enjoying finding out about it, so yes, we shall delve in with a little more jabber from me and go enjoy that. I've done all my usual shoutouts and such. The only thing that I'll just sort of say is, just because I'm trying to enjoy the game from a new perspective person, if you see me doing something and you think, actually no, you should be doing this to get this done right, don't bother with that. Let me make my own mistakes, let me make my own errors. If I get stuck, I'll call out and ask for assistance, but otherwise just let me do and learn myself. It's half the fun in the game. So I said, you may know what's going on with this, but I want to discover it all myself, and you know, if I miss out on some great big secret that I should have got, well, I've missed out on some great big secret I should have got, it makes me want to play it again. So there's always that to it. But without further ado, I really need to click that. I then need to go to the game. I then need to actually plug this in so I get the sound in my own ears. That does help. Alright, come on. There we go. I want stereo, not mono, and then I can go here, click performance mode. Because I don't need to see that, and then I'm going to click back here, wait for it to load me back in, and then I can go continue. So yes, I believe I was just about to go to sleep. So hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalist inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. I'll be in out most. Yeah, that's not a problem, Saber. That's absolutely fine. Right. If I will go to sleep now. Somewhere else. Yeah, greetings and salutations, Carolyn. Thanks for popping in. Right. Something's not right. Yeah, I'd definitely say something's not right. The plumbing's, I mean, look at that, you're just ejecting sewage into the sky, that's just not right. It's got to go through, you know, sewage works first, don't you know that? Oh, cannot hear again. Yep, that's because I forgot to do that one. Thank you.
Use this newfound power. My gift to
Hopefully you should be able to hear it now.
Come find me.
Yay! I keep forgetting to click that, you know, button. Press right click to execute a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. You can also use it to move upwards, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. Hold to target your destination with precision. A blue sphere indicates you should reach the destination. Blue indicates that you will climb when you reach it. Okay. You cannot save her. You cannot save her. You cannot save her. You cannot save her. I'm trying to find the hidden message in this. You got to read between the lines. You, her, save, cannot. I think it's trying to say you, her, cannot save, cannot. Gotcha. Mana potions. Gotcha. So if I just tap it, yeah, I just zip. Gotcha. So silly. Ooh, it's a midget. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. Signed, the little boy. Ooh. Crab. It's what's his face from like Matrix and stuff, Agent Smith. What's he doing here? Wait a minute, is this just all simulation? Hugo Weaving, yes, that's it. Thank you, Jay. Thanks for popping by as well. Emily. Yes, that was her name, I think. Haha! You cannot control me! I want to kick over here. I can't kick off other stuff. Boring. I don't know about you, but I think that's a bad sign. Oh, it's like a... Oh, it's like a walker. Very Half-Life too. He said little boy. Yes, yeah, the little midget that keeps wanting to play hide and seek. Just ruined his game with risk already, of course, yeah. Sending a flare so they can get air support. Uh-oh, better get out of here, I know what happens with flares. Now, stop twitching. Yeah.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Question, what is his name? He's like, bear my name. I'm like, sure. Equipping the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms or runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you are facing a bone charm or rune, and beats faster as you get close. The heart will whisper secrets if you press right click while targeting a person or location. That's kind of creepy. I'm pretty sure that's Emily's supposed to be a little girl. Emily's a little girl, yes. Oh, okay. Emily's not a little boy. Emily's a little girl.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Okay. Always check odd out of the way places. Something I learned in games. What are you saying? Oh, it's over there. Okay. There's another way in. Okay. That is kind of creepy.
All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Once you've collected some runes, open the journal, go to the powers section to exchange them for powers. Runes can be collected and used to acquire supernatural powers. See in the dark and see living things through walls, including their fields of vision. Ooh. Representations of the sounds that you make are also visible. Got that one. Can I actually get that? Yes, I can. Open. Can't get that one, can't get that, can't get that. I get the feeling I'm going for the dark vision. Or health. Dark vision. Dark vision is always good. So right click to see in the dark and to reveal living things through walls. Level 2 shows important items through walls like security devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys, or traps. In a queue for a while. 1313. It's not too bad, I guess. Just go put kettle on. Let's queue for the Vine server, not global. Champions queue links not going to be dissimilar between servers. Friends got DC, came back to a 1200 queue. 150 now. Yeah, it's not bad. You'll get there. I said just go pop kettle on for a bit. It's something to do. Or sit here and watch me flail at this. Either or both.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
I feel he needs a name. We need to give him a name. Trying to think of a name that would suit someone as creepy as he. Because he's not a Steve. We'll call him, I don't know, Brad. Brad seems a very... yes. It seems a name suitable for him. Anyway, hidden allies. Hidden in no bonds area, Union has their plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalist inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. Grey matter. No, it wasn't a dream after all. I really can fly. Ooh, there's a room located around here. Awesome. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them to listen to the song they emit by default. You can have 3 bone charms at once in the bone charms section of the journal. Rumors and Sightings, DAUD. Episode from an Overseer's Covert Field Report. For over a year now, I have lived away from the Abbey, without the company of my Overseer brethren or the guidance of the blind sisters of the Oracular Order. Days have passed with me, sleeping in the dens of cut-purses, murderers, and worse, and the nights have seen me prowling through the worst alleys and wretched corners of Dunwall. I have taken my meals with killers. At times I have ventured beyond the city walls, meeting in forgotten graveyards and the outlying ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long, and I wear the weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather favoured by the Bottle Street and Hatter gangs, and by those rough men and women who make their trade knifing others in return for coin. My hands have run red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who are not fit to live, executing them justly, and using their deaths as a means of building my reputation. So far, this trick has allowed me to make my name among my murderous colleagues without taking the lives of innocents. My goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named DAUD in order to get close to him. Of all the practitioners of black magic we have tracked, none concern the Abbey as much as DAUD. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the arpeggios of the Pandiesan coast. My, what a name. Taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles. According to the legend, by the time the ship returned, the captain was dead and the witch controlled the crew, with DAUD still a shadow in her belly. The earliest stories tell of a gang killer without mercy, moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat. Then a period of silence followed. Years we now believe he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy and the occult in the great halls of learning and hidden basements frequented by fellow dabblers in the forbidden arts. DAUD is even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself, and for a time, before a schism developed, he counted the Brigmore witches amongst his allies. All the while he honed his craft, and it is during this time that we believe he began to consort with the outsider. New reports emerged of a dusky-skinned assassin paid by the elite to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall and in the other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him lived numbered in the handful, but all of them reported something strange. He appeared and vanished like smoke. From a nearby rooftop he gestured, and a noble woman stumbled from her balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestones below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has risen in Dunwall, DAUD has been seen leading a gang of men in dark leather, dressed as factory whalers in their vapor masks. They seem loyal beyond comprehension for one so unworthy, leading me to wonder if some of his magic is dedicated to lulling their minds and enslaving them. Only a month ago, one young girl claims to have come upon a strange scene. Carrying a bottle of milk home to her crippled brother, she was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl saw into the abandoned apartment used by miscreants for gambling and trading haberweed. An occult shrine had been erected against the far wall, which she recognized from the teachings given by her local overseer. A man she described as resembling DAUD was kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit, as if in argument. He took a carving, made of pale bone, from the altar before him, and all the lights went out in a gush of unclean wind. Quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running until she reached her home. There can be no doubt. DAUD is an agent of the outsider, and must die, for there is no limit to the evil this man might do. This is my solemn oath, and with the great purpose of my life. Until Dowd is dead and his corruption has been purged from this world, I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way towards him. I will not drop my guise or don my overseer's mask again until Dowd breathes no more. That was a hell of an excerpt. But apparently Dowd seems to be some kind of cool dude. Ooh, mystical fish artifact. I shall take the mystical fish artifact. Field survey notes, The Royal Spy. Excerpt from the personal memoirs of the Umbrellas dated several years earlier. This is the 4th day, month of high cold. Progress continues on the suppression of gang activity in the distillery district, but more slowly than I expected. The ruffians operating there have been cunning, I'll grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I'll see their leaders flogged in public and sent beneath the royal executioner's blade. If I had my way, that mute bastard would be working night and day, removing the heads that need removing. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigations. It seems that it is beyond her thinking, against her very nature as a trusting person, to believe that traitors move amongst us, but I know they do. They must. No, Jessamine would rather spend her time with her royal protector. At least he's likely to stop any immediate threat to her safety, but a strong arm is not what's needed against those who would undermine us. How will Corvo Sode stop a poisoned wine glass or an explosive delivered by courier? It will not. There are many threats around us, threats requiring meticulous efforts to police. Young Lady Emily is undisciplined, I'm afraid. Here within Dunwall Tower, she receives instruction from the finest tutors known in the Isles, yet her mother spoils her and spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing or asking Corvo to teach her to fight with wooden sticks. The girl might rule the Empire some day, but every moment spent at play is a moment wasted. Shoring up security for the main gate leading into Dunwall Tower has been another pet project of late. To think that that back in his day, Emperor Caldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they pleased. If it were up to me, I'd seal off access to the streets entirely, but the Empress won't hear of it. The water lock is much easier to protect, and if it was the only way into the tower, traffic in and out would be greatly reduced. Someday the wrong person is going to slip in and we'll suffer for it, mark my words. No amount of security is excessive when it comes to protecting heads of state. The Empress also disapproves of my plans for the Sokolov devices. Sokolov himself has no interest in security, of course, but he's vain and therefore keen to see his inventions deployed in any fashion. This wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least I was able to convince the Empress to upgrade the pistols carried by the officers of the watch. Why do I worry so, when no one else seems to care? If I ever fall asleep, will it all sink to the ocean? Will the rough things clamber over the walls and fill themselves on our flesh? This is what I see in the same dream several times each month. If only I had more say in things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I've been working too hard. Dinner and an evening of conversation with a certain lady of refinement might be in order, perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. Iron Barrels, Rouse Bymaster. He has a name. He's the outsider. Mystical rat artifact. Ooh. Mystical whale artifacts. We're getting all the mystical artifacts today. The Journal of Granny Rags. Excerpt from the readings of a street denizen.
Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the window I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest among the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out into the street where the neighbours are setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside, warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with old men. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine people. Vera More, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that youth Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said. And he just barely a man, so young, painting with all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hands, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint, glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home, no. We travelled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even all the way to the red cliffs of Pantiesa, to dig to the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. Oh, those marks and bones, carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes, even though his tongue was still. Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, the royal headsman himself now, my little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup and then he was sick. Better bones was all for my little mute boy, carved in the name of the one with black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. Nobody wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys always meddling with an old woman just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him, you and me in the dreary night, with stars above and below, and always the one with the black eyes, dearie.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them.
Mystical Wolfhound artifact. Oops, I was picking up something else. Early life and criminal record, Slackjaw. Episode from a series of letters sent by a member of Bottle Street Gang. A member of the Bottle Street Gang. You want the chin wag on Slackjaw? What he was like when he was young, before he got his name? Oh, he's got a cool head now, but he weren't always like that in the days before he was the boss of the Bottle Street Gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up on the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law, pinching whatever he needed. Dark-haired and dark-eyed, smoking up a pipe by the age of 10. For them born in the brothels or coming from the orphanages, it was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the navy or put down in the mines run by the Pendleton and Boyle families. As hard as it was on the streets, as hungry as we got, or at least he was free. By the time we weren't little uns anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch, usually calling the shot when we took down a farmer's car or a sidewalk street vendor. He'd come up with a plan, give everyone some part to play and decide on the split. Most of us just went along because we learned fast that we made out better like that. More food, more coin. Plus none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was in a rage. He worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. He was an up-and-comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as such was Mike the Fish, who was working his way up to running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening we were all taken in a bawdy show at the theatre house. Mike the Fish and his lot are there in the cheap seats too, just down the aisle from us. Mike gets a wild idea, he wasn't big on planning, and throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Blackjaw. Hits him square in the face and breaks his jaw. We look to see if there's going to be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points at the door and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our backs. Waking up the next day without telling us why, SLACKJAW motions all of us to follow. He still can't say a word, so we just go along. We stop at the dock and SLACKJAW buys, and actually pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. It's for fishing in the deep, something you'd attach to a long line off the side of a ship. It's about 4 feet, made of thick links, and there are shark hooks coming off it at different angles. SLACKJAW's got a thing wrapped around his left arm, dangling out his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the fish was staying, but when we reached his girl's house, SLACKJAW throws a bottle through the window just like that. It's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees SLACKJAW out in the street, a look comes over his face that still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Mike comes out the side door, bellowing like a blood ox, holding a cleaver, heading straight for SLACKJAW. When they come together in the streets, SLACKJAW spins and the shark hooks bite deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. He screams, but SLACKJAW holds onto the chain. He's standing there with his jaw broken, clenched tight, and with the chain wrapped around his left arm, hooks slunk into Mike the fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well, hooked like that and using his left hand, but he was a big guy and it took a lot of stabbing before we went to his knees. Everyone was cheering at first, but then we went all quiet. It just kept going and going until finally it was just Mike the fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of SLACKJAW's knife. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, SLACKJAW took out a note and stuck it to Mike's face with a nail. It just says, "If you want a job, come to Bottle Street." SLACKJAW didn't talk right for a couple of months, but word spreads fast. By the end of the year, once we had a sizable gang going, he sent out letters to the other bosses, telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys who delivered the letters. Green-Eyed Trish even came back missing a thumb, but apparently SLACKJAW was expecting that kind of reaction and had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. Seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market, another slipping and falling into the water out cold. One of the older bosses found in his bed with his belly opened wide and a Tivian pear stuffed into his mouth. Still not sure what that meant. And Sheila Barnsworth was found bubbling in a cauldron of hot wax. SLACKJAW sent out another set of letters, offers to the underbosses, telling them that they'd be treated as fair peers. He even sent Green-Eyed Trish with one of the letters. All of the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, SLACKJAW went in for stabilising his business. Real neat like, calling in favours, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin or drink as a bonus, showing what he could do, what he could be like as a boss. So everything got quiet, which always makes the boys of City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spymaster Snitches, the responsible citizens group they called themselves, telling everyone working in a shop or sweeping off the front steps of their homes to keep their watchful eyes for SLACKJAW and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. But SLACKJAW ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers and the watch too, telling them that he was in town to stay and things would run properly from now, without so much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. Then the plague came. At first it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick and everyone wanted to buy those potions from Sokolov or Piero. Health elixir, or a spiritual remedy they call them. SLACKJAW told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still where we could water the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same with Sokolov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon everybody in the slums was sick and business was good, but after a while there were so many people down with the plague that everyone got scared. Everybody started acting real nasty and everything fell apart. When people can't work, they don't have the coin for elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void. Spymaster Burroughs took over and the watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tall boys, and them arc pylons. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard and cracked down hard. But SLACKJAW surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morlaix or one of the other isles, he stayed and kept it together. We get as much elixir to fight off the plague as a city watch, with their taxes and rations. That's what's kept us alive, so far. Crawley, Ball Street Gang.
Taken to the flooded district for
Okay. can I pick up the pouch? Thank you. What's that? Yeah, oh wait, yeah, I can listen to the heart, can't I? Nope, that's a sword. 109 meters in that direction. Over there, right. Right. Is there a holster button? I can't remember. Sequence options. I'm sure there's a holster button, I'm just not remembering. Why not? Huh. I thought it'd be one of those that would need a holster button. Oh well, never mind. Tally ho! Can I leap off here? Yes. Oop, no. Ah! Just as planned. I don't think I can swim. Or can I? Oh, I can. Awesome. I'm so used to games which don't let you actually go in water, because, you know, water bad. Powers you obtain from runes can be used creatively to defeat enemies or move through the environments. Blink from roof to roof, possess rats and fish, oh sweet, or slow down time before rushing a group of enemies. Awesome. Let's have a quick look. Right, so I think vitality might be a good one, just because more health is always good. I think let's try and press and hold. Awesome. I'm going to go for the vitality because I usually know what I'm like. You have an extended health bar. At level 2 you regenerate more health faster. Whilst I'm here, let's have a look at bone charms. Win sword versus sword contest more frequently. Damage from explosions reduced. Shot whiskey bottles explode with greater intensity. Awesome! I didn't know you could shoot whiskey bottles. Power effects slightly improved. Ooh, that could be useful. Press and hold to reload. Oh, okay. And you can swim, it's just water hazards in some places. Ah, right, okay, that's fine. It's just, some games I've played recently, it's like you touch the water, it's game over, or they won't let you near the water, so it's like, I just completely forgot. White rats won't attack you. Ooh, they're the nasty ones, aren't they? No, that's the swarms, isn't it? Good lungs. Breath capacity and water increased slightly. River affinity. Swim speed increased slightly. Raven, drop assassination gives you a bit of health. Quick dodge, enemies miss more often with arrows and bolts. Voyeur, moderate keyhole, peeping modification. Yeah. Delicate touch, breaking glass sound is moderately reduced. Ooh. So with these, are they like one-time use, or do I kind of swap them in and out? I want to go for that one. Let's just try. Alright, yeah, you can swap them in and out. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. So, let's go for swim speed, let's go for delicate touch. Oh yeah. Dodge could be useful. That and go for that. Why not? Right. So I've done that. Swapping in and out, yes. And you can tweak them for specific builds. I go for generalized stuff and hope for the best. Depends on how much you rely on them. Well, we shall find out how I rely on them. Yep, wait, no, that's health. I just drank a health potion, didn't I? Yes, because there's no reload. Or, if there is, I pressed the wrong button. Maybe I need to press the use button. Or middle mouse. Or tab. Quick access will look useful. But don't press R because that's healing. Noted! Nope. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm assuming that there's not much of a drastic need to worry about running around with my weapons out. Is that a fish? Did I just get attacked by a fish? From oh, it was a dragon. Yeah, I'd say looking at that, I don't have a whatnot, so. Ah, right, so it's a use on activation, but it doesn't stay, it doesn't drain continual. Ooh, that's handy, I like that. Okay, okay.
Hobbily built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Hadlock find these people, I wonder?
Most equals, but overall utility increasing because I was trying to stealth and assassinate everyone, and it was the fish attacking me. Fish attacking me now. Anyway, I believe I have to speak to you.
Let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Cauldron on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
Yes.
Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Okay, boss. Hello, crazy lady.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The old port district has been added to the evacuation list. The Weeper Count.
Look, this game you can crawl onto stuff.
The Lord Regent has decreed that
Again, I'm playing so many games, I'm getting them all mixed up. I think I could crawl under some things. I'm gonna eat that.
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs.
Ah, that's how you
They
say
found
it.
his ship drifting empty.
Well, cheers for the pronunciation guide, love. Appreciated. Whiskey. Nope, can't read the letters. Oh, don't get anything from that. Try here. Ah, yes, it's that room I was zipping around outside of. Awesome. Oh, another book. Oh, we've read The Gaffer's Tale. I know that one. Did we read both of these? I think I did. Hang on. Yeah. I remember that one. That was creepy.
Attention, Dunwall City.
I don't recall reading this one, but The Young Prince of Tythia. The episode from the Third Blood. Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir, clove so in my very home? I should hand you over to the watch, depraved Davian. Prince Callista, moving closer. That's harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Bell, stammering, studying the younger man before him. What are you doing? Leave this house, go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal. Prince Callista, smiling coyly, reaching out. No need for anger between us, Lord Bell. Is it so wrong for me to be here? As I've proven, I've developed an affinity for you and your family. Lord Nathan gasping. Oh my Callista, your skin is so warm. It burns. Oh my.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact. Violators will be taken to the flooded district
Oh yeah, I went to
for
that guy's room.
treatment and rehabilitation.
Now, where? Oh, right. Now, nick that, because, you know. Hello.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, I'd say so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Sakonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, the story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad here and there.
Weird. Gonna leave you alone. But thanks for the story time. I could have sworn he just said, I hunt dice. Nope, doesn't appear to be... Oh, wait. One guy walking up. Sorry.
Good day, Master Corvo.
Lady walking up, I should say. Alright. Out this way, then.
Oh. Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
I mean, I was technically supposed to protect the Empress. So I've got to try and save. That's what I mean. I suppose it has to say something. Yes. That does not look structurally sound. Could just be me, but if I can I get in here? I mean, I can get in by going that way, I guess. But it wasn't the back exit I was in. I will just give up with words. Can you? I'm gonna get the feeling I can't warp up there. Can I cancel? Oh, Beth. Yes. Just quickly explore. So this is the problem. It's the kind of thing I'm like, do I do this on stream or not? But I like going off the beaten track and looking around because you might find something hidden away. I sort of try and think like a game dev and think, where can I hide something that, you know, you can reward people for going off the beaten track. And technically I can swim, can't I? And when I play games, I can do this for an age, and I just like running around. Kind of like when I was doing Superliminal, and I was in that big white open expanse, and I'm like, I knew where I had to go, but I wanted to go elsewhere. At the same time, it's like, you know, you guys are just sat there watching me prat about trying to find stuff, and I'm just like, you know, for those that have played the game, you're probably just like, oh, just get on with it. I really should see about playing Assassin's Creed again. I got the French one for free when that came out, and I never finished it. But I just think like all the parkour here, and it's like, yeah, that could be something to do. Right, I want to have a look in this tower. It's probably going to be locked, isn't it? I don't know. Huh? Les Chocs? People live in this thing. Wow. Oh, wow. Why? Why do people do this to themselves? The Trials of Aptitude, except from a book on the esoteric practices of the Abbey. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject, surreptitiously, in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn, and must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. There, the children will undergo ritual preparation and evaluation till the last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to Whitecliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. Harsh. Of course, they didn't know the tower is accessible. Aha! See? You learn! That really creeped me out for a second. You never know when they're coming alive. Call to the Spheres, Volume 1, except from a work of fiction, early chapters. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orknado? Third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savouring each of the small craft's undulations. Orknado pulled a lever against the great gout of smoke surrounded us. At the smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Bryn looked at me and smiled.
Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void and our way to the outer spheres.
Elementary sums, history of the Isles, geography of the Isles, the Seven Strictures, litany of the White Cliff, sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
The Fugue Feast? Fugue? Fugue? I think that's Fugue. Episode from a book on celebrations and holidays. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Fugue Feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes, euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. When the right cosmological signs are observed and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting high overseer calls for the hymn of atonement and the fugue feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. For this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. So, basically, they have a purge night. That's different. Alright, I'm going to assume the rest of this place isn't actually accessible. I can't beam up through there, so... Or at least it's not easily accessible. I just want to sit in the bush and wait till the person who wants it comes by and go, "Rawr! Supplies!" Coin. Right. So I checked out over there last time. Well, I checked out over there last time because it had the hippo bud. I didn't check this. Did I check the streets? Yes, I checked the streets. I'll ask myself questions and answer them. I'm very good at that. Sub. I shall pick up some more. Report any sickness. Hiding the plague is punishable by death. Also, having the plague is punishable by death. Also, the plague is death. Oh, heart of the wise lands, what do you tell me about this place?
Somewhere in the basements below, hound kills hound, and money changes hands.
Okay. Putting that to one side. Ah, my boy Samuel.
Just wondering, sir, if you thought about perhaps seeing Piero before venturing into the Overseer's nest. I'd recommend going with the best gear you can get together.
That is a good call, my man. Thank you very much. I shall run back and go see Piero. He was this guy, wasn't he? Purge. So the purge. Yes. I want a quick hint because I've missed a few. Ooh. I did the well-behaved section. No. I will go with my mistakes.
What can I do for you?
Plus it means I get to play it again another time and actually, you know, pay attention that time. But you do make me want to run around a bit more now, because now you've got that seed in my head. I'm like, what have I missed? Do I have to run around? Do I have to spend like the next half hour in this place? Right, here, alright, I've got 8 of them. 3 of them. Let's go for more, because I wanna try and be a bit more on the stealthy side. Spring razors. Oh wait, no, that's probably going to be lethal. Probably don't want that. Ooh. I'll have me one of them. A rewire tool. I don't have any. I'm going to get one just so I can try it out. Disable security devices and make them work if in your favor by using a rewire tool on the circuitry panel for the security device you want to hack. It consumes the rewire tool. Excellent. Greetings from my in-laws house in Portugal, complete with bad Wi-Fi. Oh, hello, Vorlon. Thank you for popping by. Hopefully the weather and such is better in Portugal than it is here. I'll tell you this: the thing you've missed is the same kind of thing you missed last week in an area you're not going to get back to. Wait, same kind of thing I missed last week? I missed something last week? Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge. Okay, okay. I've got 3 of them. I'll be fine. Let's get more. Just fill up on them. And because that's going to go wrong, I'll fill up on them. Oh, I could upgrade. Oh, I forgot about upgrades. Darn it. Let's first of all check upgrades. Mask ups and magnify if you press left up to zoom. Ooh. I like left opening to zooms. Enables 1 additional bone charm to be active. Ooh. Yeah. Give me more bone charms. Grenades. Bolt capacity I'm fine with. Bullet capacity I'm fine with. Makes the sword more effective when locking blades and pushing against an enemy. Costs a hell of a lot. Combat sleep dart. Ooh. Ooh, that could be useful. I'm gonna go for that. I'm now broke! I'm gonna get into the bone charm though. Now I'm really broke. Right. Boon charms. Good lungs. Get a feast. Damage from explosions reduced. I like the sound of not exploding. Right, okay. So I missed something last week, and I'm gonna miss something this week. Alright, is it in this building? Okay, I'm gonna run around and have a look. Although, can I? Nope, don't want to be shooting a pistol at it. Yeah, it's very low, isn't it? Ah, you can't multi-tap it, darn it. But, can I? Yes! Victory will be... No, no. Victory will not be mine. Wait, white walls are usually painted for a reason.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded districts. Do not attempt to approach or destroy
Hound
the river
Pits
crust.
key needed. Right. Oh, that's what that voice was going on about. The hounds. Nope. Can I get over? Oh, is that going to be part of the hound pits? I guess that's part of the hound pits. Doesn't look like I can get there. I'm being attacked by fish. I forgot about the fish. Let me just select a power before I inadvertently shoot something I don't want to shoot. I'm good at that. Ooh, wait. Bugs. Herbs.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Wait, you can actually hide in these. Ooh. The Hitman intensifies. I think, what did I miss? Because part of me's trying to figure out what I missed last week, and I'm like, I misread that sign. I think I've been everywhere. Get up here. Nope. Found it? What, the dumpsters? Ah. Handy to know then. Oh, wait. Can't go in there. So I can essentially become Agent 47 and dive into a dumpster. Dumpster dive! Yeah!
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Engage. Let's go to the distillery district. This sounds fun. Don't loot there and underdog. Or you can run past it all day, just seen you running past them and look in the dumpsters and might be loot or a place to hide. yeah, I was desperately thinking, like, what did I miss? And I was trying to think of the end screen, and it told me, I was like, I'd missed money, and I was like, but I got some money. Where have I missed the money? Anyway, High Overseer Campbell. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journey, and eliminate him. An ally to the loyalist, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. Then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
I'll have a shovel, please. Rats. Alright.
2, 3, heave!
I now have zoom. Which also zooms audio. Hello.
But easy, damn it. Keep him in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Arthur's note. Dearest Gwen, the city is going to burn. I've sold everything, so there's nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait for you where the Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the river, where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way onto a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you, and if you won't come, I'd rather be rat food. Love, Arthur. Well, we know what happened here, then. Oh, shit.
Good. Keep him coming. Hey! What is it?
I think that last one was moving. Bill.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
It's a, positive outlook on life. If it was moving at first and you've just thrown it off a bridge, it's chances are not going to be moving much. So, yeah. Oop.
1, 2, 3, heave!
Stupid cut. No, but somehow.
Attention, Watchmen. This district is now considered a highly infected area. Residents are to be escorted to adjacent neighborhoods or delivered for immediate deportation to the flooded district. Remain in position until qualified personnel have completed the removal of infected bodies.
1, 2, 3,
Good.
heave!
Keep them coming.
God, I've got to press and hold F.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
Oh, nasty. Little filth.
I beg your pardon, what did you call me?
No!
You saw nothing?
Attention, Dunwall citizens. John Clavering Boulevard has been designated a restricted travel area. Any citizens are liable to search or imprisonment at the discretion of the City Watch.
Somebody, please help! Someone, get help!
so much noise.
1, 2, 3, heave! Good. Keep them coming.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Following direct contact with an infected or weeping individual, you are required to remain in isolation for 2 continuous days. If signs of infection occur, report for transport to the flooded district.
This is what happens when you don't wear face masks. Political. Ooh, area map. Let's have a look. You are here. There, right. Holger Square is over there. To Golden Cat. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Over there. Clavering Boulevard is that. And the old Dunwall Distillery is over there. Huh. I will remember none of that, but hey, you're a person. What? More of you around? Oh yeah, yep, that looks like bad news over there. Ooh, hello. That looks like it powers something. You can get past this whale light in a number of ways. Disable it by removing the whale oil tank. I just saw that. Climb up the crates to the right of the roof. Find another path by following the streets to the right. Possess a rat and use the smoke tunnel to the left. How does possessing a rat work? Because you get the rat by it, sure, but...
Attention Watchmen. This district is now considered a highly infected area. Residents are to be escorted to adjacent neighborhoods or delivered for immediate...
I'll get to the bottom of this, he says. There's a whale oil tank.
Remain in position.
Oh shit, hello.
Qualified personnel have completed the removal of infected bodies.
Sleep. Oh no. Sleep, my child.
He's slippery. Check everywhere.
Yes. You saw nothing.
Help me look for him.
Never gone down the possession. I can't imagine it being useful. I mean, it's going to be useful. It's just part of me is just like you just possessing a rat. You're not morphing into one.
Report all deceased family members to the local dead counter. Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
Oh, you still looking for me? Fudge. I thought you'd gone.
We know you're here, and we'll find you. He's here!
Oh shit.
He's here! Someone help me out! Get him!
Don't mind me, fellas. I'm just gonna go up this way. Catch me if you can. Whoa! It's a catch me, not shoot me. Yay, these guys are deaf. Yes, I've got 2 arms. I've also got 2 legs. It's amazing.
Knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Hang on, what is the... Oh, it's 8 I want.
I think the little babies are size.
Ah, I wonder if that's who's talking about the
I
birdies and
told
stuff.
you the knives go on the left. They've
Yes.
always gone on the left.
So would that
You
make her
never
that
listen.
Granny Rags? Oh,
I think the
over that way. Right, okay.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Hey, Granny Rags, let's talk.
Dear? Is that you, my dear husband?
Nope, they're dead.
My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little
Yep,
birdies?
no worries, Karen. Thank you all.
Ah, the dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
That reeks very much of would you kindly.
If I was a bird.
Let us in, Freddy.
Blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing. Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Randy. You're wasting our time. How much did she have? She digs in trash for me.
One, two, where's the third? He's out there. Right, okay.
Not bad. Where are you?
Whoops.
That settled.
Whoops. Did they just kill the granny? I think they just killed the granny. Why did she want me to look after her? She could just eat them. Oh. Tell you, Granny. Alright, I'm trying to help you out and you're going and eating everything. Oh, no. Don't want to do that. Teacup! Ha ha! Hello. Goodbye. Ooh, consume. Nom, nom, nom. I don't know why you just ate a live rat, that's kind of weird. Quite potentially creepy. Gordon Bennett, you can hear that guy snoring alright.
This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever
Oh shit, you saw me.
necessary.
We
owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of
Oh,
their
that's not
services.
parry. Right click is not parry. I will remember this.
Fall down already.
You also, he attacked me first. That was self-defense. Can I loot? Yeah.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. John
I'm doing
Clever
well for my stealth, aren't I?
has been designated a restricted travel area. Any
What's
citizens
this?
are liable to search
Ah,
or
me.
imprisonment at the
Wanted
discretion
for the
of
most
city
heinous crime of murder of the fair Empress Jessamine Calduin, Corvo Atano. Still at large, yes. A reward of 30,000 coins to capture or death. Reward will be paid by the City Watch in addition to rewards offered by private citizens or certain organizations. This person killed this person, apparently. The offences of this man are high crimes under the laws of the City Watch and edicts of our brave Lord Regent. Okay. Nope. Ooh. Oh, can I? Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? Ah, I can't teleport under. Can I go around? Yeah. New bomb jar mounted, awesome. What happened to everyone? The orphanage attacked me. Ah, how cute. Death in the Month of Songs. Excerpt from a longer work translated from Old Zirconian by Nisa Neto of Zirconos. She was shy in the month of hearths, hiding from my scattered scented letters, a sun-dappled cure for my loneliness. Oh, is this a poem? Poems. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing round the isles. She was wed in the month of clans, to her sailor cousin from Calero, a shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the month of song, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. And the old lady. Well, yeah, that was the weird thing. So the old lady was like, help me, I'm old and decrepit. So I was going to stealth it, and then she turned into rats and ate them by the looks of things. So, yeah, not quite sure. So I've knocked one out. But as to everything else that happened, yeah, I don't know. I blame the old woman. She could have just, you know, stepped to one side and let me deal with the other guys, but no, she had to turn into rats and eat them. A spring razor track can be attached to any surface by aiming at it and pressing right click. It can be triggered as an enemy approaches, throwing up a cloud of shrapnel. Oh, that's nasty. Note to Sergeant Hayburn. Sergeant Hayburn, all the wall-of-light components have been delivered to your station. I expect it to be functional before midnight. You've also been provided with several spare whale oil tanks should the need arise. Last, it's come to my attention that various watchmen continue the adolescent practice known as rat burning. Remember, whale oil is not cheap. Please keep your men under control. Captain Colonel. Ah, so I could go that way. Or come in from the top, I guess, is probably what it's trying to tell me to do, rather than... let's pick a weapon that's... Ooh, hello. Feathers. Yes, there's a prowler about.
Are you crazy? They can hear anything you say.
I don't give a rat's ass. I really don't. They took my uncle's business over their 7 strictures bullshit.
Don't be stupid. I've been watching how they operate. They're disciplined.
The City Watch owns these streets. That's not gonna change.
No, I don't want my heart. I want that. Okay, we're gonna try and do this stealth.
Stupid goddamn dumbass.
Ooh. Yes. Oh, is that a horde thing I've got to watch out for?
I see you there. Someone help me out!
Nope, you don't see me. I'm gone.
I'm a ninja.
Oh wait, the ninja's been seen.
Damn you!
Excuse me. Ow! He cut my head off.
No trousers.
I think he cut my head off. You have met your demise. Ooh. Resume from last save. That's kind of worrying. When was that?
Huh?
Oh, that's a bit of a shit spot. Aha! No one saw a thing.
Let me out. I'm fine.
That's not what we heard.
It was just a cold.
Are you sure? Because you know we have to check you over. And there's an inspection fee.
To the void with Bottle Street and to the void with you. Let me out.
Oh, you don't want to talk to us like that. Fact is, Bottle Street is here to take its cut. So reach into your pockets and let's get this done. Yeah, and the inspection fee. We can't help it. Just the way we do things on
I'm gonna nick the bottle. Maybe I needed that bottle to distract. That might have been a useful idea. Yes, hey, it's for horses. Oh, turn around. Turn around.
Let me out.
Oh, dude, no. You want to sleep.
Let me out.
And you're already sleeping.
Hey. Anyone there?
Yes. It is I.
Let me out.
Yes. There you go.
I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Okay, boss. So you don't mind? Good, you don't mind. Just gonna stuff my face. Wait. Bone Charms, excerpt from a book on sailing traditions and scrimshaw. Bone Charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, purchased from father to son. Old Man Salt, Greenhorn, still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isles north of Tavia. Once the whole whale trade began, the practitioners went to engraving the bones of those giant beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. I hope they grant man's... that's... yeah. Oh, let's have a look at the bone charms, actually. Choking is faster. Ooh, that'd be useful. Actually, yeah, just pick the one I don't want. Duh. Let's get rid of that one a second. I want to go... that idea of choking people out faster. Chokey, chokey, choke. Ew. Yep, missed. Gaffer's Tale, we've read that one. Hemlock Essence. Mother's Journal.
8th entry. It's the 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune, since it has fallen on me to care for them. 9th entry. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbours cannot be trusted. Earlier it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. 10th entry. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close, they stink so. Most of the time Morris won't answer when I try to talk to him from across the room. 11th entry. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now all my hope is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while near dawn, I found some plague bags on the guard roof, and while no one was around. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. 12th entry. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. Page missing. 17th entry. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl, I can hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. 18th entry. It's the 4th day of the month of wind. It has settled in that they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the death's counter. 19th entry. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Bring out your dead. Oh, didn't want to do that. Bring out your dead. Can I get back up there? Where did I come from? I came from there. Let's go back up there. I forget right click is an option. It's not throw people. Oh, can't throw it then. But I can nick that. Sorry, acquire and repurpose. Yes. Oh, wait, yeah. Put down a bit. Whoop, whoop. Ah, I should have jumped up. Curse you, game.
Nate, drop point has changed. Leave it in the shitter under the bridge. If the elixir ain't there, you don't get paid. Okay. Jewel box. Oop, can't carry any more of that. No! Need to shoot more people with them. I keep reading it as possessed whale oil, and it's not possessed whale oil, god damn it. It looks like something. Oh, I've turned myself around. There I am. I saw SLACKJAW with your mother. Yeah, I saw him with your father. Okay. That's nice. My father was a good man, you know. Howdy. Hello, Dr. Ted. Thanks for popping by. So, how's the last one going? Rather well, rather well. I'm doing good at killing people when I'm trying not to. Oh wait, no, that's the guy I just rescued. I do not want to engage him. So yes, had a slight issue as I died and then I respawned in the middle of a group of people. That was different. That looks bad. That looks really bad. I don't want to go down there. This is where I'm going to fall off, isn't it? Can I cut that? No, I've done it again. Yep, wait, nope. Gotta remember that this will teleport me. I'm gonna change it to the one that just gives me night vision because I'm likely to teleport myself to the middle of nowhere. It's like there's two controls: left click to stab, right click to do fancy stuff, and I keep doing fancy stuff when I don't want to. You'd think I'd learn. Oh, that. The Eradication of Black Sally, episode from a popular story of crime and daring by Jules Robin and City Watch. Before SLACKJAW ran the streets in the Distillery District, there was no boss more ruthless, violent, or dedicated to squeezing the average citizens for coin than Black Sally. Like so many from Morley, she was pale-skinned and green-eyed, with hair as black as a void. They say that she started young, and as a girl she'd stun a man with her looks, coming upon him in an alley, then smile a one-sided smile and suddenly running through with a knife. She'd have his money and be on her way before he breathed his final breath. As a boss, she was worse, ruling over the meanest street gang Dunwall had ever seen up to that time. Her operation touched everything from shipping to prostitution. She even had a racket going with the Bakers Guild, a finger in every pie indeed. One man, Watch Captain Jules Robin, made it his mission to stop her, and kept the case going for half a decade. Black Sally met her end when Robin had his men light smoke fires in barrels, near the warehouse where she had out during the day. As she and her gang rushed into the streets, terrified the building was burning, Captain Robin and his top officers threw nets over them, and then ran them through with blade and pistol shot. Ah, right, okay, netbot's not working. Great. Have to fix that, yes. Bear in mind I only tried setting it up yesterday. I've probably still got a few things left to figure. But yes, we will get that sorted. Oh wait, no, it's not actually near me. I was hoping I could zip line down. But then looking at it, it's not going to do me much. Did I come up here for anything, or is it just... No, it's just a fancy view. Ooh, there's a guard down there, though. Not saying anything. Right. This is as high as the game wants to let me go. I think you need to make them a mod and invite them into chats. Okie dokie. Right, I'll do that before we wrap up. And then I can get all that working, because might as well do it whilst I've got a stream going. Yeah, take me down there. Oof. As long as that guy keeps steering that way, we should be alright. Oh! No, 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 no. No, you saw nothing. Turn around.
We should be. I smell you from here.
Please, not now.
I'm gonna go this way. No, it's not. Ow, that was my ankle. I don't know if he's just not hostile or he hasn't seen me. Would you stop scratching it? Eee. Sleep. Oh wow, that is fast. I like. Oh, it could be sorted off stream. Oh, that's fine then. Yep. Yeah, so we'll get the Nightbot thing working, and then we can get shoutouts and stuff done. Feel free to just put a link up to RetroTed for us. Because yes, let's shout out everyone. Make sure everyone gets all the love they need. I think most people watching are probably from the Discord chat anyway.
Cold as a whaler's gaff hand. 50 years old at least. This guy fought for the Empress.
Forget his old ass. I can't even remember the Empress. We tagged it plain. Under Clavering Street is ours. Come on. What's the take?
20, plus 2 elixir.
Looked like 25 to me.
Look here. It's 20. It's 5 each, counting Boo.
You want me to check your pockets?
Let it go, kid.
Don't call me kid. You think you can cheat me?
Fight, 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 fight.
Come on, let's get. Let's see what's in here.
Oh wow, they've got.
Die, you prick.
That settles that. Huh?
People did a play for this a few months ago. Ooh.
Is that?
It's nothing. Now I want you to turn around.
Never mind him. Should have kept his mouth shut.
Oh, who's he talking to?
Huh?
Alright, I get the feeling I'm going to need to do this. Play the variety games. Oh yes, you just got that right. That's wonderful. Thank you all. Sleep.
Someone, here you are.
Okay, so you could see me there. Oh. Ah, I can't carry any more elixirs. Darn it. Now I can. Oh, actually, is there any? Oh, it's that way. Okay. Well, there is that one close by. I still think that's creepy. Just a heart beating in your own hands. Just ugh.
Morris was dragged off by the overseers for some black magic nonsense? Shut up.
Oh. I assume I have to be. Don't mind me, fellas. Just confiscated room. Open Meadows, we found the strange wound on the woman who used to sell pastures on the street. Not sure how she died, but since this thing looks superstitious, we set it aside for the overseers. After you're shifted over, take it to them for disposal, or whatever they do with them. Don't forget. Where was it? Oh, that was it. Right, got it. I thought it was in the building, that's why I'm like, how do I get in there? Nope, nope, I've already got it. Don't need to worry about it. You heard nothing. See? Nothing.
Look out. We got a prowler.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Oh, okay.
Take on his legs. Take it.
Sleep. Nope, no, no. That's bad. Run away! We shall go about this a different way. Whoops. Whilst they're looking for me over there, you see, it's all part of my plan. Create a distraction on one side and they go looking for me and I go a different way. Haha! Oh, so where was that relic? What's the thing on it? Might as well run about and pick this up. Oh, wait, no, what? Okay, let's see if there's a way to get around this way. Maybe through here? Ooh.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
How many of them do I have? Oh, I've got 3. Ooh, I could have a look at stuff. Possession is very powerful, allowing you to merge physically with an animal, such as a fish or a rat, for a limited duration. You must have an unobstructed path to your target. Power is useful for stealth, enabling you to hide in small places and move through spaces normally too small for you, like water-filled drainage pipes or ventilation ducts. Enemies will try to stomp you if you're possessing a rat. While possessing a hound, you can sprint fast. At level 2, you can possess humans as well. Your control of humans is limited, so combat or fast movements are not possible. Possessing a human allows you to perform simple actions such as collecting objects or opening doors. Allies of the human you are possessing will not attack you, and security devices attuned to the human you are possessing, like the arc panel or wall of light, will not harm you. If you are falling, possessing an animal or human on the way down will effectively break your fall. Bend time, so time is stopped for the duration of the power, but movement speed is faster relatively. Bend time is useful for sneaking and assassination, since your enemies are suspended in time. Power gives you time to slip past enemies or sneak away, or to rush them unaware for a lethal strike. Anything you come into physical contact with is pulled into your time and moves faster briefly. Bend time is also useful for stopping projectiles mid-air, giving you a chance to move out of the way or even collect them. Awesome. Can summon swarms of rats. To unleash a swarm of rats that attack anyone in their path. This is usually lethal against 1 or 2 enemies, but anyone attack fights back. If the rats are released on a group of enemies, sometimes that group can kill enough rats to disperse the swarm. Devouring Swarm can also be used to quickly dispose of corpses, and if you have the possession power, you can summon rats and possess one of them. At level 2, you can spawn more rats, your rats inflict more damage and devour corpses faster. Wind Blast, useful for shattering wooden doors and fighting enemies, especially in groups. An enemy near a railing will be knocked over the railing, falling to his doom. If an enemy fires a moderately heavy projectile at you, such as a grenade or the tall boy's incendiary arrows, the wind blast power can hurl the projectile back at them if properly timed. At level 2, the power will throw enemies into nearby walls hard enough to kill them. Shadow Kill. Shadow Kill causes the bodies of slain enemies to turn to ash if they were unaware at the time of their death. This is useful for stealth since you can time your actions so that one killed enemy fades away before another turns and might see him. Further, you do not have to hide bodies if you have this enhancement, since they turn to ash and fade away. At level 2, this works faster if slain enemies are works even if slain enemies are aware of you. Agility. Level 1 jump. Increased jump ability allows for more vertical exploration, especially when combined with blink. At level 2, this enhancement increases overall movement speed, which allows you to rush on unaware enemies faster for assassination, or to run away when wounded. Climbing and swing speeds are increased. Bloodthirsty. With this enhancement, your actions in combat allow you to build up adrenaline. Assassination, attacking with a sword, blocking and drop assassination all increase adrenaline. Once you've built up your adrenaline, you can initiate a powerful sword attack that will kill an enemy with one blow. Level 2 allows you to build adrenaline faster and enables a double adrenaline kill against multiple enemies within range. I kind of like the idea of bending time. Either that or agility. Let's go bend time. This sounds interesting. Right click to slow the world around for a moment of time, or until I press it again to end the power. At level 2, time is completely stopped. Enemies and security systems are unaware of you for the duration. We really are in the Matrix. Let's go. Did I go this way before? Oh, this is where all the rats were, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, I haven't turned that off, so I do need to go that way. That might be a useful thing to do. You saw nothing. You mean Master Ninja?
I see you there.
No, you don't. You saw nothing. No, don't want that one. I want that power.
I better make a pass over here.
Yes. Make a pass over there. Good, good. Sleep. I was saying where the guy went. I can do this and find out where he went. He's there. Did you just kick a rat? Oh, dare you? You can go join your buddy over here. Sleep. Sleep. That's just the no tampering. Nothing to lose. Yes, let's go to Holger Square, to the High Overseer's office. Upon I can then call an end to the stream. So, High Overseer Campbell. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's... Oh, hang on, I've read that one, haven't I? Because it's still the same one. But yes, he leads the city of the religious faction, and I've got to go and kill him and save someone. But I will drop a save game here. Yeah, I was wondering if you might notice the time there, Karen. So let's just hop back to that, do that, and then also got to bring this one up here. So I shall call it there for this evening. Thank you very much to everyone who came along to watch. I do hope you have enjoyed this. I'm certainly enjoying the game. So I definitely think it's going to be like the ongoing Friday series for me. Trying to come up with new accents every time I read something is different. I didn't think it had that much reading, so when I first started reading them I was just doing silly accents because I was like, there won't be that much reading to do. Oh, I was wrong. But hopefully it gives that little bit of, I don't know, something entertaining whilst I'm sat there reading it off. So yeah, I'll keep doing it for now. I will be sorting out channel point stuff as well, because I did ask some people what they wanted me to do in terms of channel points, and I've got a few ideas, so that's something I'll be looking to set up later on this evening / tomorrow, so I can get that done. So hopefully tomorrow I'll actually start having channel points. But if you've got any suggestions, because what I'm going to be doing is stuff like, for my art streams, like posture check, making sure I've got drinks, stuff like that, and then for games like this it'll be reading in specific accents, or just coming up with, like having to read the next text in, a daft way or something like that, and just little fun things like that. However, if you have any other ideas that I may not come up with, by all means, you'll be able to catch me on the Discord. So I'm on quite a few now, but I think most people on this one are part of the Stumbled In. You can find me on there. By all means, feel free to drop any suggestions to me that way. So I will be not only raiding Kyrone Ruthmore, who should be hopefully steaming. Clifford. Hello. Yes, we're just wrapping up. So yeah, I do my Fridays from 7 PM to 9 PM on UK time, and what I then do is after that I go join Caron in his stream and sit in the peanut gallery and help him with the games he's playing. I believe, 1 second, let me have a quick look. That's just the alarm to remind me. Yes, it's Prey again this week, so we'll be joining, going over to there to join Caron in his Prey stream. So I will get the raid going. So again, thank you very much to everyone who turned up and came to watch. I again do hope you enjoyed it. So whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, it's been fantastic having you. I hope you'll join me on the raid over to Caron's stream, but if not, I'll catch you next time. Toodles!